The world is full of English videos, but right now, you found this one. Not ordinary, not forgettable. This one can change everything. Your day may feel ordinary, but this moment isn't. This is not just another English video. It's the one that will shift your journey. Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Daniel, and you are listening to the English Learning Podcast, the place where you can improve your English in a simple, easy, and fun way. Today, I am very excited because we are talking about a very interesting idea. Learning English while you sleep. Yes, you heard me right. Even while you are sleeping, you can help your brain learn English. It sounds amazing, doesn't it? Think about lying down after a long, tiring day. The lights are off, the room is quiet, and while your body rests, your brain is still working silently, keeping your progress alive. Imagine going to bed and waking up a little better at English every day without extra work. In this episode, I will explain everything you need to know. We will talk about how your brain works during sleep, if sleep learning is really possible, and how you can set up your own English sleep learning routine. I will keep everything very simple, very clear, and easy to follow. This way, you can understand every word and maybe even start tonight. So get ready to relax, listen, and learn. Let's begin our journey into the amazing world of learning English while sleeping. All right, now, let's talk a little bit about what happens to our brain when we sleep. Understanding this will help you see why sleep can be a good time for learning. When we go to sleep, our brain doesn't just stop working. In fact, it stays very busy. It does many important jobs like cleaning out bad chemicals. It also organizes our memories and helps our body to heal. This is why sleep is deeply connected to learning, memory, and focus the next day. There are different stages of sleep. One important stage is called deep sleep. During deep sleep, your body is resting, but your brain is still active. During this stage, your brain is working to move new information into your long-term memory. This means it is saving things you learned during the day. It's like putting important files into a safe folder on your computer. Once saved, they become easier to remember when you wake up tomorrow. Another stage is called light sleep. During light sleep, your brain is a little more open. It can still hear sounds around you, like soft music or voices. Even though you are sleeping, your brain can still notice simple sounds and messages. This is why some scientists believe listening to language during sleep helps. Your brain is relaxed, but it can still catch simple words and sounds. It's not the same as studying when awake, but it strengthens memory. Pretty amazing, right? Our brain is like a superhero that never stops working, even when we are sleeping, day or night. It keeps us learning. Now that we know what the brain does during sleep, let's move to the next question. Is it really possible to learn English while sleeping? Now, you might be wondering, can we really learn anything while we're sleeping? Well, the answer is a little bit tricky, but don't worry. I'll explain it in simple terms. Here's what science tells us. Some studies show that while we sleep, our brain processes things we learned earlier. This is called memory consolidation. It means our brain takes what we learned while awake and moves it into our long-term memory while we sleep. But here's the important part. We can't learn everything while sleeping. It's not like you can play an audiobook and wake fluent tomorrow. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. But don't worry. Even though we can't learn everything, some things become easier to strengthen while we sleep. For example, vocabulary words. If you listen to new words or phrases while sleeping, your brain can help store them in your memory. Listening skills also improve. Your brain can still hear and recognize simple English sounds or conversations, helping you understand language more naturally over time. Here's the secret. Our brain loves patterns. If you listen to English in a calm, repetitive way, your brain recognizes rhythm and structure. It's like hearing your favorite song many times. At first, you don't know the words, but after a while, they become unforgettable. This is similar to how English can be absorbed while sleeping. But active learning, like speaking or grammar practice, still needs awake focus. You can't expect to become fluent just by listening in your sleep, but using sleep as a support tool can still make a difference. So, is it possible to learn English while you sleep? Yes. In a way, it's not magic, but it's a powerful support method. It can strengthen what you already know and help you learn new vocabulary and listening skills. The key is to use it wisely. All right, now, let's get into the how-to part. I'm going to give you some easy steps to learn English while you sleep. Are you ready? Let's go. Step 1. Prepare your material. The first thing you need is the right material, what you are going to listen to. Start by choosing simple English audio that matches your level. It could be a vocabulary list, a short English conversation, or a relaxing podcast. The key is to choose something simple and clear so your brain can easily process the words. Avoid anything too fast or too complex. You want English to be easy to understand, even when you are asleep. This helps your brain recognize the sound patterns naturally and smoothly. You can also make your own recordings. Record words or sentences you want to learn. Say them slowly and clearly, then play them back while sleeping. This way, you hear exactly the voice and words you want to practice. Your own voice can even make the experience more personal and effective. Step 2. Set up your environment. Now, let's talk about the space around you. Make sure your room is quiet and comfortable before sleeping tonight. If there's too much noise or light, your brain might struggle to focus on the English you want to learn. Peaceful surroundings are essential here. Use headphones or a speaker to play your audio, but keep the volume very low. Your brain only needs gentle sound, not loud distractions at night. You don't need to hear everything perfectly. Even soft sounds can be captured by your brain while resting. Subtle input is enough to make progress. Some people like to use sleep headphones, which are comfortable when lying down. These are great if you want clear audio without disturbing your rest. Step 3. Timing is important. When should you start your English audio? The best moment is just before you drift into sleep each evening. You can set the audio to play for about 30 minutes or an hour. During this time, your brain begins relaxing and prepares for memory storage. By then, your brain enters deeper stages of sleep, ready to absorb sounds and simple words. The timing helps maximize what your mind can retain if you listen for longer. The audio continues in the background as you rest. This allows your brain to reinforce patterns naturally throughout the night. Step 4. Consistency is key. The most important thing to remember is that repetition builds results. Just like daytime learning, night learning requires time. If you want to see improvement, listen every night. The more you repeat, the more your brain gets used to the rhythm of English words. But remember, don't expect fluency instantly. Progress will be slow but steady over time. This method becomes part of your daily English learning routine. Step 5. Create a relaxing routine. Sleep learning can become part of a peaceful nightly ritual. Start by listening to calming English music or stories. When you are ready to sleep, turn on your audio. Avoid looking at your phone or bright screens before bed, since light delays quality sleep. This small routine not only supports English learning, but also improves the overall quality of your rest. A calm mind makes stronger memories overnight. Step 6. Use positive affirmations. Here's a powerful idea. Play short, uplifting sentences in English while sleeping. These affirmations can build confidence deep inside you. Examples include, I am learning English every day. I am improving my skills step by step. I believe in myself and my ability to learn. These words are simple, but they plant seeds in your brain. Listening to them while sleeping can motivate you and strengthen your self-belief each morning. Step 7. Track your progress over time. Keep a small notebook or digital journal. Write down new words you remember or feelings about your English understanding. This helps you notice small changes Even if progress feels slow, you can look back and see growth. Each small win fuels motivation to continue. Now that you know how to practice English while sleeping, let's explore the best types of content to play during your rest. First, vocabulary lists. If you're just starting, these are perfect. Common words and phrases repeated at night can quickly become familiar parts of your memory. Choose simple categories like food, family, or travel. Repetition makes your brain recognize them naturally. Over time, these words will feel like old friends. Second, simple conversations. Look for short dialogues with clear pronunciation and natural rhythm. Friendly everyday conversations are excellent for training your listening. These conversations allow your brain to absorb language patterns in real contexts. When repeated at night, they sound natural when you speak them later. Third, positive affirmations in English. As mentioned earlier, these simple sentences are powerful. They improve not only your learning, but also your emotional connection to English. Hearing them regularly while sleeping creates confidence that grows over time. You wake up with a positive mindset, ready to use English each day. Lastly, consider relaxing English podcasts. Many are designed for calm listening with slow, clear voices. They combine relaxation with subtle language input for learners. Some include meditation stories or gentle background sounds in English. These podcasts are excellent for learning while calming your body and preparing for sleep. So when choosing content, think about what feels relaxing and simple. The easier it is, the more your brain will absorb naturally during rest. Now that you know the best content to use, let's talk about what you should not expect from learning English in your sleep. First, you won't become fluent overnight. Playing English audio while sleeping cannot replace real practice. Fluency comes from active speaking, listening, reading, and writing daily. I know it would be wonderful if overnight fluency was possible, but learning always takes time. Sleep learning is only one supportive tool, not everything. Second, you won't learn complex grammar by sleeping. For example, no audio at night will teach you the difference between past perfect and present simple automatically. Grammar requires conscious study, practice, and correction during the day. Sleep learning may reinforce vocabulary, but it cannot replace deep grammar understanding. Third, you cannot rely on sleep learning alone. It's powerful when combined with daytime practice like reading, writing, speaking, and listening activities. Both methods complement each other. Think of sleep learning as a helpful assistant, not the whole teacher. It boosts what you study when awake, but cannot carry your journey alone. Fourth, it may not work the same for everyone. Some learners feel strong benefits, while others notice only small changes. That is perfectly normal. Every brain is different. If you don't see fast results, don't feel discouraged. Consistency, patience, and practice are the keys to long-term progress. So, to summarize, you won't become fluent overnight. You won't learn grammar automatically. You can't rely only on sleep learning, and results vary individually. With this realistic understanding, let's move to our last section, where I'll share final tips and motivation to keep you strong on your journey. Now, before we finish today's episode, let me give you some final tips to help you maximize your sleep learning journey and stay motivated daily. Tip 1. Stay patient. The most important thing is patience. Language learning always takes time. Sleep learning is helpful, but it will not deliver instant results. Be kind to yourself. Even small progress is still progress. If you don't notice big changes immediately, remind yourself that growth often happens slowly. Tip 2. Be consistent. Repetition is what truly builds results. Listen every night, even if it's only 20 words in Small effort, big future rewards. The more you do it, the more your brain adjusts. Soon, English words and sounds will feel more natural each time you wake up. Tip 3. Combine sleep learning with active practice. During the day, speak English, read simple books, write short sentences, and watch videos. Use waking hours for active practice. When you combine daytime practice with nighttime listening, you create a powerful cycle of learning. Sleep reinforces what you studied while awake each day. Tip 4. Believe in small progress. Every little step matters. Even remembering one new word or understanding a phrase is success worth celebrating. These small victories add up over weeks and months. They create big changes. Trust the process and acknowledge every improvement along your journey. Tip 5. Stay motivated. Learning English is a journey. Sometimes you'll feel tired or unsure, but don't give up. Believe in yourself and keep moving forward. Remember, every night you listen and every morning you practice, you're building something greater. Your confidence grows, and English becomes part of your life. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of the English Learning Podcast from Soulful English. I hope you feel inspired to try this method tonight. Remember, sleep learning is a fun and supportive tool. It will not replace your practice, but it will make your memory stronger and your skills sharper. If frustration ever comes, remind yourself, small progress is still progress. Each day you are improving, and each night your brain is working with you. Don't forget to come back next time for more tips and motivation to keep building your English journey. Sleep well, learn well, and grow stronger daily. And that's it for today's episode. Thank you again for tuning in and staying with me until the end. You've taken another real step forward. I hope you learned useful tips on how to use sleep to improve your English skills. Every step counts, even when you are resting at night. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to Soulful English so you never miss another lesson. Sharing it with friends will also help them. Together, we can grow and build confidence in English step by step. The more learners join, the stronger the community becomes. Let's do this together. If you have questions or feedback, feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts, challenges, or successes with sleep learning. Now, I leave you with this question. What small step will you take tonight to bring English closer into your daily life tomorrow? Sleep well, learn well, and never stop believing in yourself. Until next time, keep practicing, stay hopeful, and remember, you're already further than yesterday.